Pebble Beach Golf Links is one of the most beautiful meetings of land and water on Earth. But this is more than just eye-catching landscape. For a golfer, the mere mention of the name is intoxicating. This is a place where beauty, history, and some of the greatest moments in sports all blend together. And now, Pebble Beach Golf Links has reached the century mark. I'm Frank LaRosa. Join us as we celebrate this venerable and iconic destination right now on Pebble Beach at 100. Welcome to the Pebble Beach Visitor Center, where more than 2 million people come from all over the globe every year to experience one of golf's most famous, even sacred places. Pebble Beach Golf Links is 100 years old. Now, most of its history is tied to the sport of professional and amateur golf. And for many casual players, it's a coveted destination for a very special golf getaway. But what you may not know is that Pebble Beach actually has deep roots in California's history. With the California Gold Rush of 1849, countless pioneers rushed to California to seek their fortunes. Among those pioneers were Charles Crocker, Mark Hopkins, Collis Huntington, and Leland Stanford, known together as the Big Four. These men formed the Central Pacific Railroad and built the western portion of America's first transcontinental railroad. Beginning in 1869, the railroad helped jumpstart California's fledgling real estate industry by transporting visitors and future homeowners to the state's picturesque coastline. To serve those visitors, Pacific Improvement Company, also headed by the Big Four, began planning for a luxury resort to introduce the world to the magic of Monterey Bay. In June of 1880, Pacific Improvement Company completed construction of one of the finest luxury hotels in North America, the Hotel Del Monte in Monterey. A year later, Pacific Improvement Company opened the scenic 17-mile drive, meandering along the beaches and among the forested areas between Monterey and Carmel. It was offered as a pleasure excursion for hotel guests. Del Monte Golf Course followed, opening in May of 1897 as a 9-hole course. But settlement of this beautiful area was just beginning. In 1909, the Pacific Improvement Company offered residential lots along this majestic Northern California coastline. 6 years later, in 1915, the 29-year-old Samuel Finley Brown Morse, a distant cousin of telegraph inventor Samuel Finley Breese Morse, was hired to manage the Pacific Improvement Company. Morse convinced the board to build Pebble Beach Golf Links to further spark development in the area. It all came together on February 22, 1919, with the grand opening of Pebble Beach Golf Links and the Del Monte Lodge.
I mean, it all started with Samuel Morse. So just his vision and his ability to convince the ownership group at that point in time, because he was brought on to run it, to go in a whole different direction, not build those home sites, instead build a golf course and preserve a lot of land, that has to be highlight number one.
Turning this picturesque natural landscape into a one-of-a-kind golf destination didn't come easy. It required vision and the relentless efforts of a wide array of golfers and others who truly appreciated this unique spot. Pebble Beach Golf Links has always been a picturesque landmark along the stunning California coastline, but it's taken many decades for it to become the world-famous golf venue that it is today. Samuel F.B. Morse approached Jack Neville and Douglas Grant, two of California's most accomplished amateur golfers, to design the golf links. Their figure-8 layout placed as many holes as possible along this rocky and beautiful Monterey coastline with each hole testing the best golfers by leaving them long irons into small greens.